What's up, guys? So welcome to a very first episode of YUGI Ford Explains. Here I will be talking about my deck decision, why I make a deck the way it is, and these episodes will come out after a day after the deck profiles actually came out. So anyways, I want to talk about why I run 3 Spiral Sleepers first off. The Spiral Sleeper I feel like will be incredibly powerful when it comes to the Link summoning. And all of that, just because it can pop 2 cards on the field just by targeting one other Spiral card you control. I feel like if you want to stop the opponent from doing stuff, basically, you just pop 2 of their cards, and 2 cards is an insane interruption. So that's why I decided to spike Sleeper from 1 to 3 for Link format. Let me know if you guys think 3 is a good idea or not, but I kind of want to see at least 1 copy in my opening hand. That's why I decided to run Sleeper at 3. Super Agent, of course, you have to play it at 3. It's the key card of the deck. Quick Fix is like nothing without Super Agent being on the board. So yeah. 2 Last Resort, of course, I have to play 2 Last Resort. Just because it's easily searchable, but it can be kind of bricky in your opening hand. So yeah, Last Resort is definitely better off you searching with Quick Fix's effect. And speaking of Quick Fix, the best monster in the entire deck. Quick Fix, if Super Agent is on the field, you can discard a card to special summon out Quick Fix. Now the thing about Quick Fix, even though yes, he's a great card, the only way you can use this card for Link summoning is by using Machine Dupe and going from there. You know, bringing him back from the grave, and this is where the deck kind of lacks in some aspects, is the fact that with you Link summoning using Quick Fixes you got from the grave, they get banished instead. So that is just horrible. To be honest, you need your Quick Fixes in your grave, so be careful when you're Link summoning with Quick Fix. Usually the deck only has about 3 Link Summon monsters, which is Mrs. Radiant and Decode Talker. So yeah, you're not going to be Link Summoning too much, but really be careful about your Quick Fixes and Link Summoning with them. Always remember that they will get banished. 3 Drone, of course, I feel like 3 is required. I've been looking at other deck profiles for Spyrals, and one thing I very much disagree with them is when it comes to Drone. A lot of these decks are playing 1 Spiral Gear Drone, and I feel like that is completely wrong. You need 3 in the deck in order for it. For one, these are discard fodder for Quick Fix. So basically, if I Machine Dupe Quick Fix, I will search out 2 of these guys if Super Agent's on the field, because then I can just use these guys as discard fodder. Also racking up for its own effect to recycle Super Agent, but also to bring Super Agent back to your hand. Also racking up for Sleeper, putting Spiral cards in the graveyard so you can special summon Sleeper. 2 Turbo Booster, I will never take these cards out because people's face at locals when I play this card is insane. Like, they always either laugh or they're just confused, but when they realize this card actually really turbo boosts my deck, pun intended, they just can't believe what they just saw. You know, I won because of Turbo Booster, and that actually happens often with this deck. That is it for the monsters. I don't run a lot of monsters because I want Princess Sprite's effect to be more viable. In the non-Link Summon build, I added in Ghost Ogres, yeah, right now this is the monster lineup for my Link version of Spyrals. For the 1-ofs, 1-for-1 reinforcements, 1 Day of Peace, and the new addition to the deck, Foolish Barrel, of course, but the new addition I added for Link summoning specifically is Soul Charge. Soul Charge will always be a fantastic card in my opinion. You don't get a battle phase, but you can use it turn 1. And the point of Soul Charge is to get Quick Fixes from the grave back onto the field somehow without using Big Red. So yeah, you activate it and you special summon all your Quick Fixes. Since Quick Fix wasn't special summoned by its own effect, it won't get banished, which allows you to Link Summoning and Searching even more. 2 rank up magics. I decided to cut 1 rank up magic just because like 3 actually bricked often. If I won't even have a level 1 in hand, but yet I have a rank up magic, rank up magic is used to get out Zexal by getting out roots first. So you get out roots, you discard rank up magic, and then you can get out Zexal. That's the whole purpose of rank up magic. However, again, if you draw 3, I mean, if you draw more than 1 in your opening hand, that's just BS. That's calls for a brick. But even 1 in your opening hand sometimes is a brick, because let's say you have a super agent and the rest is spells and traps. This card is completely dead, and I don't like dead cards. 3 machine dupe are targets as quick fix, drone, and turbo booster. Machine dupe is an amazing card. Even though I have 3 targets in the deck, you always want to use it for quick fix as much as possible, which is 1 time per duel. Upstart Goblin, just to add consistency. And this is the OCG version of Lynx, obviously, because Lynx isn't out here in the TCG. So I can actually play 3 Upstart, but I want this to be as close as the TCG version as possible. And the TCG Upstart will never come back up to 3. That's just a fact. So I decided to leave it at 1, even in Link Summoning. 2 Terraforming. In the TCG, I will run this card at 3, not 2. Definitely 3. The only reason I'm running 2 is because the restriction is here. Honestly, I would replace Upstart with another copy of Terraforming. 3 big red, just to bring back your guys from the graveyard. Pretty self-explanatory. It's amazing for combo setups. I decided to bump Spiral Gear Fully Armor back up to 3 for the same reason I bumped Sleeper up to 3. Because Fully Armored, I'm just going to read its effect. Equip only to a Spiral Super Agent, it gains 1000 attack. If it destroys your opponent's monster by battle, you can banish both the monster that was destroyed by battle and 1 other card your opponent controls. So again, right there is why I run it. Just like Sleeper, it can remove 2 cards off the field, the card you already destroyed and 1 other card it doesn't target. And the second effect is, when this card face up on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Spiral Super Agent in your graveyard and special summon it. So because this is Lynx, and our main Link monster is going to be Mrs. Radiant, because Super Agent and Quick Fix are Earths. So yeah, you can the second effect to bring back a Super Agent. Let's say they just attacked over Super Agent equipped with Fully Armored and it's destroyed. Fully Armored's effect will trigger and you can special summon Super Agent. You can use them as Link summoning material or whatever you need. So that's why I run Fully Armored up to 3. It's just amazing in Lynx. It's gonna be amazing, and it works out very well if you watch the deck profile and duel video. 3 Resort, pretty self-explanatory. 2 Utility Wire, just because it's a searchable trap that doesn't destroy and send stuff to the graveyard. So yeah. Coming down to the extra deck, our 3 Link monsters, I run 2 Mrs. Radiant. Mrs. Radiant being like the most important Link monster here, because to bring it out, it's just 2 Earth monsters. That's it. It's a Link of 2, and it points downwards towards your field. So a Decode Talker, just because it's 1. Sorry, I lost my phone. A Decode Talker is because it's Mrs. Radiant plus 1 other monster I control, which is extremely freaking easy. With Mrs. Radiant on the field, you can easily start, going in on your special summoning. And Decode Talker, he adds protection. That's why I run the card. Like, you don't have to run Decode Talker. I just do because he offers protection. Yeah. Moving on to the next monster, of course, Zexal. To bring out Zexal, you can do it by 2 ways. 1, discarding rank up magic from your hand when Utopia Roots is on board, and then you can get them out instantly, or 3 XZs of the same, 3 number XZs of the same rank. If you want to see how I pull this off in the non-link version, I'll have that in the description. It's my Spyrals versus Meta. I think that's the best example of it, of the huge combo string. The huge combo string, however, the one that you constantly see me do in these YGO Pro videos, is almost non-existent in Lynx. If you watch the most recent Spyral deck profile, there's a point where I'm going in, I'm doing the combo, but I couldn't finish just because I needed 1 more open space. So the combo does exist, you just need 1 extra turn in order to go into Zexal. And you guys know in this game, one extra turn is just too slow. So right now I need to configure this deck in order to find a way to get out Zexal by using 3 number monsters of the same rank. But unfortunately there's no AI in this program, so that's going to be a little tough to actually pull off. One Utopic Future F-Zero, again, is for the Zexal combo. Shamoli Soldier, he's for the if you're 100% sure you're going to get out Zexal, activate this guy's effect, because you can detach one, then you and your opponent draw a card on your opponent's standby. So if you're, even though your opponent's drawing 2 cards on their turn, it doesn't matter because Zexal stops everything in their hand. So yeah, Crime and Punishment just for Zexal combo. So Princess Sprite is the best Xyz in the deck overall because you detach, escalate the top card of your deck if it's a spell or trap card, which like 2/3 of my deck is. You get to add it to your hand, so she is pretty much broken, and Ghost Trick is just for F-Zero. But anyways guys, that's gonna be it for the first episode of Yugi Ford Explains. Again, every single time I put out a deck profile, expect one of these videos to be up the same day or the next day. But that's gonna be it for this video. I appreciate you guys listening. Later guys.